Hello, ladies and gentlemen, Johnny LaQuasto here, and welcome to a very special event for the United Wrestling Network. For the next 3 weeks, you are going to see every second of action of our Red Carpet Rumble extravaganza. Multiple titles will be on the line. We have a shark cage match. We have a grudge match between two of the top women in the United Wrestling Network, and it all concludes with the 30-man Battle Royal extravaganza known as the Red Carpet Rumble, in which the winner is guaranteed a world title opportunity. So without further ado, it's time to get to the action, and in the words of Todd Kennelly, it's time to fight on.
Fantastic ring announcer Will just put it. And these two here going to start their career off in the United Wrestling Network on the west side with a bang.
It's mad because they never gonna beat us. Yeah. There's no love in me. 50, 150. It's me, Monk City.
Here comes the champion.
150.
Dominant. Had defenses here against the likes of former multiple-time tag team champions in their own right. Midnight Heat coming off of a victory on Championship Wrestling over Mariachi Montaña. What a entertaining matchup that was. But man, what a force. The king of the concrete jungle, Slice Boogie, and the radioactive Poppy, Danny Limelight, are as the champion.
TK, how about the atmosphere here tonight? We are sold out, standing room only here from Hollywood for the Red Carpet Rumble. What an incredible event. And we're going to get started with this incredible tag team match with the champions in the house.
Here to set the stage for our opening title contest, Will Matson.
The following contest is set for one fall, and it is for the United Wrestling Network World Tag Team Championships. Introducing first, the challengers. From Houston, Texas, the team of the Electric Cowboy, Mr. Allday, Will Allday, and the final beat, Aaron Cole, Thunder and Lightning. And their opponents, straight out of the bodega in New York City, at a combined weight of 420 pounds, they are your United Wrestling Network World Tag Team Champions, Danny Limelight and Slice Boogie, 51-50.
United Wrestling Network World Tag Team titles on the line. What a way to kick off the Red Carpet Rumble. You know, the old song, it's the most wonderful time of the year. Well, not the holiday season, although Dave Marquez would think so, but the Red Carpet Rumble season, and for the first time, part of Sunday Night Slam.
Yeah, here in the United Wrestling Network, this is our proudest event. It is our premier event. It has come tonight here to Thunder Studios, and the tag team championships will be on the line, and it looks like Limelight versus Will Allday to get this thing started.
Yeah, and for the challengers, a respect that was forged in competition. These guys were rivals in reality of wrestling. They took each other to hell from bell to bell many times and know each other quite well, and now, you know, have been such a problem for one another. They said, let's join forces and be a problem for somebody else. They might be a big problem for the champs.
Well, the bottom line is Johnny LaQuasto needs to present a problem for 5150, who have been tag team champions since I was like 3 years old. And these guys continue to dominate this division. Hopefully they have a challenge in the ring tonight.
Reversal there by Will Allday. An incredible athlete is the Electric Cowboy. Great vertical leap there into the drop kick, and we're seeing, if there was any question, we're seeing some good continuity thus far. Look at this, little do-si-do. Little rodeo indeed for the Electric Cowboy. Camp Cole now with a drop kick of his own. Look at this, little double team action into the splash. Nicely done.
Splash with an elbow cover here, TK early. Yeah, that splash, he actually added a little sauce on top of it with that elbow.
Well,
That was nice.
Here's something you gotta factor in, Christian. This is a brand new minted team in Thunder and Lightning. So the champs, they could study individual film of Will Allday and Camp Cole, but don't have any film of them as a team to study to prepare for this title.
And just imagine they come in as a new team, TK, and they end up winning the United Wrestling Network Tag Team Gold. What a massive victory that would be.
Look at this, though. You got to have your head on a swivel when you're in there with 5150. Slice Boogie got him out there in the wrong part of town.
Yo.
In an alley outside the bodega.
Yo, son, that's exactly what I was going to say. That's how we fight behind the bodegas in Puerto Rico or in New York City. Whether it's the Bronx, Brooklyn, Queens, Staten Island, it doesn't matter. Much like the New York Knicks, these two continue to dominate and are and will be champions.
Heavy ground and pound there by one half of the tag team champions and the longest reigning world champion, singles champion in history, Danny Limelight. And man, talk about some chopped cheese. I'll tell you, when Slice hits you, you're gonna feel it in the morning.
Well, he's got that Derek Jeter-like shortstop glove for a hand. Massive hands.
Yeah, he's got big mitts, doesn't he? And Slice, look at this, hanging him out to dry. Oh my goodness, ricochet reaction there into the cover. Now goes Limelight, and Will Allday kicks out. The champs have divided, conquered. They're making quick tags, double teaming. That's what brought him to the dance, partner.
You know, here on the West Side, we've known about the United Wrestling Network. It has dominated this territory for the better part of 20 years. But if you're watching us for the first time on myaew.com, I mean, you're getting to know exactly what this division is all about. It's hard hitting. It's been dominated by these two Boricuas for quite some time. And whether it's Limelight or Boogie, these are two dangerous men who hold the gold.
Tag was made. Camp Cole in there for the challengers, and he's fresh. That was a timely tag because Will Allday had suffered a lot of punishment in there courtesy of the champions. See what Cole can do. Look at this. Elevates him up into the gut buster. And now here's the cover. And you might see what the radioactive poppy had for lunch at the bodega after that. My goodness, what impact.
Did I love making full send diving catches? You bet your season tickets I did. Know what else is bat flipping awesome? If you want that flying through the air sort of feeling, then you have to call so they can help you save money on car repairs. Maybe you hate saving money. It's possible. People still like Yacht Rock. Plus, they've been around for over 20 years. That's older than most rookies. Get off the bench and into the money-saving game with CarShield. Now that's flipping awesome.
Voice assistants work well in quiet living rooms, but in lobbies, retail floors, and airports, they quickly fall apart. Too noisy, too chaotic. Meet Napster Station, designed exactly for those spaces. A purpose-built hardware that hears only you, even when there's a crowd around you.
And it doesn't just listen. It responds with audiophile-grade sound and a design that truly belongs in the space.
I have a scheduled meeting. Could you please inform my host that I've arrived?
Certainly. May I have the name of the person you're visiting?
Retail, hospitality, healthcare, enterprise, anywhere expertise meets the public, where clear communication matters most. Napster Station doesn't blend into your environment. It elevates it, bringing a face to AI directly in the moment.
And he is presenting a real challenge for the tag team champions, but he gets held up there by any means necessary. Slice Boogie from the outside.
Bad landing there for Cole, and look at that. Again, tag team excellence. Cutting off the ring, trapping a man in their corner where they could go to work. And now the heavy hitter, the home run slugger of the team, Slice Boogie back in there. Look at the power into the sidewalk slam. The champs are cooking with gas. Here's the cover by Slice, looking to put him away. No.
I mean, Slice isn't one of the most powerful men in the tag team division. He's one of the most powerful men in the United Wrestling Network, and that counts Gotham, Memphis, and wherever else we have professional wrestling running across the country and the world.
Well, you know, it's not too many guys that can match power with like the former champions, the Wolf Zaddies, Shea Cabrera, Bad Tito, Slice, and Danny were able to do that. They also took on the likes of Live Danger, two monstrous competitors. But I'll tell you, man, Cam Cole, you said he's an athlete. He's also very scrappy, and but he's got to fight his way out of this corner, and he's got a long way to go.
Much like the tostones we eat in Puerto Rico, you gotta first start off by frying them, then you flatten them and fry them some more. And that's exactly what Boogie and Limelight are doing to Cam Cole right now. Referee's gotta turn around. He's not seeing any of that.
Well, and the champions are just such experts of taking every shortcut they can, using any opportunity they can if the referee's got his back turned. Referee has got an unenviable task in this matchup, Christian, that's for sure. Look out here, another double team. What a knockout shot that was, and down goes Cole in a heap. Here's the cover now by Boogie, looking to put him away. No, but I think so far the champions have exposed the lack of experience as a team in Allday and Cole.
Yeah, it's true. I mean, they've actually looked pretty good and have held their own, but right now, for the last few moments, the tag team champs have been dominant in this fight. Limelight now legal.
The corner store followed by the street sweeper, and look out in an Empire state of mind. The Empire elbow. Limelight caught him with the knee on the way in, and then the big double stomp. Here's the cover by the radioactive Poppy, only accounted two.
That's the thing about Limelight. He's just going to hit you as much as he possibly can get away with. And this is how they have become tag team champions for as long as I can remember. And let's not forget that Danny Limelight was the longest reigning United World Champion before losing that title to Jordan Cruz some year ago.
Oh, look out here. Here's a golden opportunity. Very evasive is Cam Cole. He's got to dive, got to make that tag. Oh, no! Got pulled off the apron, did well all day. And things go from bad to worse for the challenger. Shotgun knees there by Limelight. Look out, here comes Boogie with the big suplex.
Boogie just hits that German so effortlessly, TK.
Such a powerhouse. Champs have everything going their way. They have literally turned the challengers inside out from the looks of things there on the outside. Now the count is on, and we'll see if the challengers can rally here.
Boogie kind of reminds me of that OG Anunoby style. He's a powerhouse. He's got some finesse in his game. And for Limelight, he's the point guard of the team. He's that Jalen Brunson style, but he gets dumped right there.
So much fight in Cam Cole, just trying to keep a vertical base. This time he got there. And look at Will Allday fly. Incredible hang time there by the Electric Cowboy. When you're in there with Will Allday, I'll tell you, you're going to be riding the lightning. Look at the speed of this guy. Big flying forearm cannon job there, Christian.
Man, Will Allday is fast.
Yeah, he goes 0 to painful in about 1 second. That is for sure incredible stuff. Again, the athleticism up and over. And we talk about myaew.com. Will Allday's had some matches on Ring of Honor. Some great experience, and out in Gotham Wrestling had great matches, speaking of AEW, with the likes of Platinum Max Caster. Big disaster kick there, nicely done. Will Allday, all kinds of fired up here, Christian.
Yeah,
look out.
He's already showing his speed. Now he's gonna, my God, pulling the rope down. Cam Cole flying over the top. These two showing some tag team cohesion.
I don't know.
Maybe a comeback staging for this match.
I don't know if anybody's faster at a suicide dive than this guy. Look at this, wham.
Ton of speed from Will Allday, Cam Cole. They can taste it. The United Wrestling Network Tag Team Gold within reach. Can they put away the radioactive Poppy and Slice Boogie for the gold?
Steal a page of the playbook from somebody of United Wrestling Network past. Kind of reminds me of Austin Aries, how fast Allday is with that suicide dive. Steps off the Hurricane Rana, and now we're seeing some continuity here in the challengers. They're looking good here, Christian.
Yeah, they're really starting to pick up speed.
Moonsault press. Cole is perched. Frog splash. Here's the cover. New champ's coming. No!
My goodness.
History almost made here on the West Coast.
Slice Boogie's championship shoulders down for 2.8 right there. Cam Cole almost getting the dub. Taking those championships back on the plane with them.
I'll tell you, these guys, the challengers are Texas tough. They took the best shots that the champs could dish out. They weathered the storm, and they've got their second win here and a new lease on life with the tag team titles up for grabs.
Boogie's got that front chancery. That's a dangerous spot. Boogie, superplex.
Nasty. Into the cover. Oh, man. That hand was coming down for three. Just a sliver of studio light between the canvas and the referee's hand. Look at this, though. Look at the power. Oh, my gosh. Just manhandling Allday. Allday, though, with great balance, trying to fight his way out of this. And comes up with a modified cradle DDT there.
Yeah, he spiked Boogie right there, who seeing stars right now.
Cam Cole checks back in. Maybe some double teaming now by the challengers. It's what they got to do.
This is very impressive by Thunder and Lightning to make the trip. 3 hours flight to come over here and try to steal the tag team championships at the Red Carpet Rumble.
Uh-oh, got caught. You can see Limelight on the outside. Protected his partner there. Kept him in play. Oh my goodness, look out here. Just hangs him up out to dry. Tag is made. Now they're looking for that 4, 5, 6. They're rolling the dice. And they connect.
That's devastating. That might be it.
For the cover and the win. The champs retain in a thriller.
And still, your United Wrestling Network World Tag Team Champions.
What a championship defense that was.
51-50.
There you have it, Will Matson making it all official. 51-50. They were tested, to be sure, but as dominant as ever. Double teaming, the name of the game. Hit the 4, 5, 6, and once again, standing tall and holding the gold.
Are you waking up in the morning with a sore jaw, headaches, maybe even ringing in your ears, all because you're grinding and clenching your teeth at night? That's exactly what was going on with me. I end up going to a dentist and he wants to charge over $600 for a night guard. That's when I found this, the Brooks night guard. This was a game changer. It's smaller than other night guards that I tried, which is a good thing because it doesn't make me gag. It could fit on the top or the bottom of the teeth. It's lightweight and super comfortable. Now the Brooks night guard redirects the bite force away from the back teeth, reducing jaw pain while still protecting the teeth. This unique design is what makes Brooks Night Guard different from all other traditional grind guards. Go to brooksnightguard.com and order yours today. Your teeth will thank you for it in the morning.
Go to brooksnightguard.com and use the promo code to activate your special TV offer. That's brooksnightguard.com. Order today and take advantage of this special TV offer. Your teeth will thank you for it in the morning.
Do you use Viagra or Cialis? What if we can promise you the same results for less than $3 a pill? We'll do the math for you. You'll save more than $16 a pill for the same results. Want more? We'll give you 40 blue pills or 40 yellow pills for $99 and add 4 more pills free. You save more than $500. Stop overpaying for Viagra. Ordering is fast and easy with your pills delivered to your door in a non-marked package. Call now.
Ladies and gentlemen, as we are live across the globe for the Red Carpet Rumble, it is now time for a grudge match in a completely different sense. Our next two competitors last fought in October as they flew across the world to Dubai to face off in a slap fight that unfortunately ended with one man suffering 4 facial fractures. And tonight, he makes his return in a slap fight rematch. So without further ado, it's time to introduce our competitors. Introducing first, he's being accompanied by his Director of Physicality, Shane Hartline, Marty, the Moth, CASAUS.
Johnny LaQuasto setting the stage. and retelling the story there. And in that story, Martin CASAUS, Marty the Moth, he was the hammer, and Zicky Dice was the nail.
Marty's hand has become quite the celebrity, as it has been known for destroying the career and nearly retiring Zicky Dice. We thought he was dead and gone, TK, but more recently we saw Zicky Dice in what I thought was a very compelling interview with David Marquez, and I've never seen a more focused and a more vengeful Zicky Dice. Many people have been waiting for this tonight. Tonight, the slap heard around the world, back on the table.
And his opponent, he is a former United Heritage and Television Champion, making his return to the United Wrestling Network, Outlandish ZICKY Dice!
As Jane Hartline and Martin CASAUS put it, they thought that they had made Zicky go bye-bye was the name of their feature film, quote unquote. But the rumors of the demise of Zicky Dice were grossly blown out of proportion by Hartline and company, because the Outlandish one has healed up, he's back, and as I mentioned before, he's looking to settle the score.
And certainly you talk about the bones that have healed, the broken orbital, broken jaw of Zicky Dice that have slowly but surely healed. But the question is, what are the psychological wounds from Martin CASAUS onto Zicky Dice after breaking a man, as he did, have repaired by tonight?
All right, both men line up. Zicky, you won the coin toss, so you will be slapping first. And right now, I'm going to hand it over to official Chris Massey. They're in your hands.
So Zicky will get the first shot here by way of winning the coin toss.
Why? Who decided that?
He won the coin toss. That's how
coin? Are you kidding me?
That's how these slap fights work.
The winner should go first. Martin crushed this guy's face some 6 months ago.
All right, quiet please. I want to hear all of the impact here.
Come on. Come on. Right on 3.
Measuring. Wind up. Here we go. Oh, come on now.
Now, wait a minute.
Are you kidding me? This is the big tough guy that broke his face in the desert. Oh, saying he slipped there. Maybe his ankle gave out.
Oh, there's probably some of 5150 sweat on the floor there.
That must be it.
5. Hand and count. Right on 3.
Okay, we're going to see it here, TK.
The only problem with his feet are cold feet. There you go, winding up again.
I think someone called his name from the audience. It's like golf. You have to quiet down during a slap-off.
The scary thing is, I think you actually believe the stuff that you spew sometimes, Christian. All right, it's true.
Right
Maybe 3 times the charm here.
Stay right there, Marty. Right there.
Now Hartline intercepts. I mean, give me a break here.
That was a nearly average interception, if you ask me. And look at this. Effie's out here.
He was a longtime friend of Zicky Dice. And this thing is and he took the table, and he looks like he's heading to the hills here.
I've seen Effie on my algorithm a million times. Got to meet him for the first time tonight. Effie is one tough son of a gun.
Yeah, you know who isn't? Martin CASAUS.
They know how strong you are.
Loves to dish it out, but he can't take it, apparently.
Would you just stand there and let a man slap you?
That's what it's all about. More questions than answers. We'll be back with more of Sunday Night Slam for the Red Carpet Rumble.
Come on.
Most men over 40 look into the mirror and see this, when they could be seeing this. Most men over 40 look into the mirror and see this, when they could be seeing this. Most men over 40 look into the mirror and see this, when they could be using this. Particle 6-in-1 face cream for men the first of its kind anti-aging cream designed specifically for men. Fights eye bags, dark spots, and wrinkles. Visit ParticleMen.com and use the promo code on your screen to receive 25% off your entire order. Plus, we've got free shipping and a 30-day money-back guarantee. www.ParticleMen.com. Because seeing is believing.
Have you written a book but don't know how to get it published? We do. We take our authors through the publishing process from editing to distribution and sales. Christian Faith Publishing distributes all book genres, and we understand you have more than a book. It's unique, personal, and written with a higher purpose. Call the number on the screen or scan the QR code, and we'll send you a free writer's guide packed with tips, tricks, and templates.
Call or scan for your free writer's guide, 888-440-3095. That's 888-440-3095.
I knew they were up to something. I should have known it was too good to be true. Where's LaQuasso? He's in catering.
I'm coming. I know. I was out there.
Did you see that? That man broke 4 bones in my face, LaQuasto. I have been training for almost a year to get my hands on one of those buffoons. Please tell me there is something you can do. It's the Red Carpet Rumble, for crying out loud.
Yeah, we can do anything. This is wrestling. This is the Red Carpet Rumble. We need to try to get a tag match against those two.
Are you
the only
thinking what I'm
slap needs
thinking?
to be the tag. Why don't you go ask them if they'll face us in a tag match? How about that?
Yeah.
Zicky and Effie. Ask them if they'll do it.
Ask them.
You want me to ask them to compete in a tag match? Oh no, after what just happened out there, there's no place for any of that in the Red Carpet Rumble. I'm not gonna ask Marty and Shane to compete in a tag match against you two. I'm going to tell them they are competing in a tag match against you two. Get ready.
Yes! Yes! Oh, I'm sorry, Daddy. That's my slap band.
You got this.
I thought you would have liked that.
I only need the bottom
honestly.
half.
On Championship Wrestling over Candy Girl. High-stakes matchup here, potential championship implications. Got to get that heart rate up and get ready for action.
It's really been working for Delilah as well. She's got some cuts in her arms. She looks shredded, quite frankly. I saw her in the locker room earlier. That aerobic style's paying off.
She is the best of them all, Simone!
Simone was in line for a United Wrestling Network world title match against Big Mama. The injury bug bit. Prior to that, we saw Simone in action right here at Thunder Studios Sunday Night Slam with a big win over Gypsy Mac, but trying to get back in position for title competition.
I've known Simone for the better part of a decade since she arrived in the United States from her native Australia. She started off as quite the sweetheart, someone that you could have coffee with, enjoy a conversation with, quickly turned into a bit of a nightmare, a dangerous competitor here in the women's division. Simone has her eyes, as Delilah Doom does, on Big Mama's title.
Big Mama has been dominant. Big Mama had a title defense right here in Thunder Studios against Alex Gracia, that big return match. Has defended the title in Gotham Wrestling, has been to Memphis Wrestling, and this, of course, Red Carpet Rumble season, always just a celebration of the entirety of the United Wrestling Network. And great to see these two back in action. And there you see, you talked about it, just the mean streak, the aggressive nature of Simone.
Simone, a multiple-time champion around the world, and some may say that it's gotten to her head. For me, it has just boosted her confidence, her swagger, her ability, and she's just gotten better and better in the ring over the past decade. Many folks covet Simone to be their champion. Simone looks to become the United Women's World Champion if she can get away with a victory tonight.
Simone picking a body part and taking it apart, and might cut down some of the aerobic movements here of Delilah Doom. But as I say that, look at the quickness. Incredible stuff here by Doom, and single leg pick, using her agility to stay one step ahead right now with Simone.
Well, this is what Delilah Doom brings to the ring, the speed, the agility. And even when Simone is elusive, she has eyes in the back of her head, does Delilah.
Love that. Long way to go for the arm drag, but gets that pulse up, as she likes to say. Full Nelson now by Doom. Look at this. Uh-oh, yep. A little sweat into the oldies. I think I just aged myself with that reference.
That's all right.
Oh, look at this. Little step-up action.
That's like 10 reps.
Checking the heart rate there, and now full head of steam. And it's the shot you don't see coming. Doom, spelling doom for Simone and her title aspirations thus far. Doom looking great.
You know, Doom, her resting heart rate usually at about 110 or 120, but that's really because she's never resting. Constantly at work, constantly trying to improve is Delilah Doom.
Look at this, though, again. Just fighting with a chip on her shoulder is Simone, man, rearranging the head and neck, like taking a bottle cap off. Nasty stuff. Oh, and look at this reverse neck breaker using that second rope. Whiplash City, USA.
And that's that mean streak of Simone, using every inch of the squared circle to her advantage, an ultimate opportunist. Hanging up the back of the neck of Delilah Doom on that middle rope, and now attacking and isolating Delilah in the corner.
Nasty shots here, nowhere to go but down for Delilah Doom, and now even getting aggressive there with official Patrick Hernandez, just trying to intimidate anyone in her path is Simone.
Hey folks, I'm Chris Salcedo, your liberty-loving Latino, and if you're like me, you want to stay sharp, informed, stay connected. But if your hearing isn't what it used to be, it can feel like you're missing out on the conversation. That's why I'm excited to tell you about Nano Hearing Aids, the affordable, high-quality solution that's changing the way Americans hear the world around them. Nano Hearing Aids are sold direct and shipped straight to your home. Plus, the Nano Hearing Aids are a fraction of what you'd expect to pay for prescription hearing aids.
I didn't realize how much hearing I lost until I put the Nano Hearing Aids in.
Nanos aren't available in stores and supplies are limited. Call now to find the hearing aid perfect for you and your budget.
No prescription, no doctor, order it online.
It's made a huge difference in my life, and I'm grateful for it.
Get back great hearing with Nano Hearing Aids. This special TV offer won't last long. Call now.
Call 800-644-1488. That's 800-644-1488. 800-644-1488.
Do you use Viagra or Cialis? What if we can promise you the same results for less than $3 a pill? We'll do the math for you. You'll save more than $16 a pill for the same results. Want more? We'll give you 40 blue pills or 40 yellow pills for $99 and add 4 more pills free. You save more than $500. Stop overpaying for Viagra. Ordering is fast and easy with your pills delivered to your door in a non-marked package. Call now.
2026 has been a banner year for Simone. Many have said Simone's mean streak has distracted from some of the love of the fans that she's had, as she blatantly just chokes Delilah on the corner. And I say it's done wonders for her career. She is coveted all around the world is Simone. And she looks to gain gold after a victory here over Delilah. I can't see how LaQuasta wouldn't give her a shot.
Well, the wind of the Queen of Aerobics style is going to be tested. Her cardio is going to be tested. Going to be hard to catch a breath after that blade choke. Beautiful snap suplex. Can't do it any better than that. Into the cover. Does not elect to hook the leg there. But you can see the anguish all over the face of Doom. She is paying the price, as anybody does that's in there with Simone.
I mean, aerobics help with cardiovascular. They help with stamina. But do they help you when you're in there in a brawl like you are now with Simone?
Well, the old adage when working out is no pain, no gain. And that is going to be tested here. Here's the cover by Simone again. A little lackadaisical with these covers, but dishing out all kinds of punishment is Simone thus far.
Simone taking her time, picking apart her opponent tonight. Very impressive has been Simone this year. And again, she knows what's in front of her. She knows the opportunities that lie ahead with a victory here at a premier event from Thunder Studios like Red Carpet Rumble.
Hold on here, partner. Going back to the well there with that neck breaker, now going for the cover, and has really just taken apart her challenger here.
You know, and I actually like that cover. She's putting all of her weight on top of the two shoulders of Delilah. And for every time Delilah kicks out, it's going to take some of that aerobic energy away from her. Trying to break down her challenger is Simone.
Yeah, went back to the well one too many times there. Went for the neck breaker again, did not pay off. Look at the agility now by Doom, looking for a little Mahi-Straw cradle here. Hold on, here's the cover. And now into a camel clutch. We got a fight on our hands, and Friday Night Fights returns August 28th right here in Thunder Studios, the home of combat sports. Some pugilism of the professional ranks, pro boxing, but look at this. Doom has got Simone in a bad way, and now going to the hair.
Yeah, just grabbing the hair right in front of the referee, who starts a 5 count. Breaks it though, and knows enough to pick the feet and drop Delilah on her face.
Tell ya. Simone is lucky that Doom isn't bald, or she would have been sent on a one-way trip to Tap Town. You gotta believe. Would have had no choice, I think, but now shoes on the other foot. Oh, wrenching back, my goodness. The pressure on the neck here. Unbelievable after the damage that's been done. This could do it.
Yes.
Gotta fight the grip.
Yeah, C7, 8, and 9 spinal cord. They're getting bent in ways it should not be. And a ton of compression on Delilah, who's showing the effects of that submission.
And you can hear just the support in the crowd. They know and they can see etched on the face of Doom the pain, the punishment that she has endured, trying to rally Delilah Doom to get some of that energy that she's so known for. Adrenaline can do wonders. Look out, here comes Doom. Oh, man. Got caught coming across the plate.
Just took a little too much time to attack there on the outside. Simone, well scouted, was able to knock her with an elbow. And then Simone using that middle rope. Again, we've seen it time in and time out throughout this fight. Simone continues to use the ropes and the environment around the squared circle to her advantage.
And again, just does, you know, aggressiveness in excess. Just, you know, one shot across that rope could have been enough to turn the tide. But time and time again, I mean, just no remorse for what she does to her opponents in there.
The striking of Simone has really gone to a new level.
Well, and that was really always her strong point. You know, she had a kickboxing background, but now she's really added the submission game. And full head of steam, and again, just nearly cutting Doom in half with these shoulder strikes in the corner.
Yeah, Doom with nowhere to go. She's right there in the corner. And an Irish whip, and it looks like Simone's gonna go for it again, but no one home, my goodness. And did her head hit that ring post? Or perhaps her shoulder.
Perhaps right in the mush, right in the mouth. Might have got a mouthful of metal there. And this is a huge opportunity as the crowd starts to surge, to rally behind Doom. Can Doom feed off of this? What could she possibly have left in the tank?
Delilah Doom, elusive, incredible maneuvers over and over, gonna jaw jack Simone.
And I love, again, it all goes back to the workout, a variation of lunges there, and the jawbreaker in stereo, and now a couple flying lariats here by Delilah Doom, who is cooking. More movement than a Zumba class right now by Doom, but look at this, the striking to fight her way out of there.
Power on display by Doom, but it was Simone fighting out with those elbows.
Took the rug from under Simone there, and Simone has spent a lot of time hitting that turnbuckle. Little jazzercise action. Boy, hitting from all angles here, Christian.
Doom has speed, Doom has precision. It is the quickness we've witnessed tonight. Can Doom somehow find a way to put away Simone? My God!
What a guillotine leg drop. And Simone just crumbles to the outside. Crowd loving this. What a comeback by Delilah Doom, and that's where her aerobics comes into play. As the match goes into deep water, still got some energy. Man, suicide dive to the outside.
Simone got dropped like a sack of potatoes there. Now Doom looks to attack once again. Outside of the squared circle. Hits her double knees. This sold-out crowd here in LA is fired up for Delilah Doom.
Got her with that Meteora, but now, could roll back in, try and force the count out, but I think Delilah Doom wants to get this thing done in the center of the ring. Wants to make a statement with a victory here. Can't waste much time. Looking to spring in, perhaps. Does so. Tornado DDT. And the eyes looking very strange. The light's on, but nobody's home for Simone. Here's the cover. Man, close call, near fall.
That's as close as you get, TK. Delilah Doom, who some might say is the underdog in this fight, was down and out, and she has mounted a comeback for the ages. Looks to lift up Simone again.
Oh, look at this, raking the face, raking the eyes. By any means necessary, that double underhook into the DDT. Here's the cover. Simone gets the dupe.
Here is your winner,
Simone hails from Queensland, Australia, and caught her in that Queensland clinch. Dropped her down, gets the win in the Queensland cinch. Has got something to say.
Big Mama, you're next, baby. I want my title match next Sunday Night Slam. Delilah first, you next. And that United Wrestling Network World Women's Championship belt, that's mine!
I'm going to tell you, TK, I believe every word that comes out of the Australian's mouth. Simone says that championship is hers, and it might be a matter of time.
More action coming your way at the Red Carpet Rumble.
Calm down, everything's fine. We do not use this unless the conditions are right. What do you want, Kisser?
What the hell was that out there?
I'll tell you what that was. The conditions weren't right for my client.
Conditions? You signed a contract. It's the Red Carpet Rumble. What are you talking about?
I said green M&Ms only, and
only
there was no
green.
color.
You
what kind of organization
all
is this?
physicality with Zicky.
Yeah. Physicality only happens for my client when conditions are perfect. The weather is off, it's a little too cold in here, and he wants only green M&Ms. So we're out, we're leaving.
Well, you know what the conditions are perfect for?
What?
I just spoke moments ago with both Zicky and Effie. Effie, proven to be one of the toughest maniacs in professional wrestling. We all know Zicky loves being punched in the face.
He does.
So you two are also going to enjoy it as well. You know why? It's the Red Carpet Rumble. I'm tired of both of you. It's tag team action. You two versus Zicky and Effie. Get ready.
No. You can't. I'll sue you. I'll sue you for everything you got, LaKisser.
Sir, step away from the out-of-warranty vehicle.
Aren't you Eric Burns and you're John Kruk?
Yo, dude, we're asking the questions here.
And you are gonna drive that thing?
Yeah.
Whoa! Whoa! Whoa!
What happens when it breaks down?
I pay for it?
You bet your season tickets you're paying for it. It could be thousands.
You know what isn't a lot of money? A plan from Car Shield.
I guess you don't love baseball.
I do. I love baseball. I should call.
I thought I told you guys to leave the fans alone.
That's the fuzz!
I'm too old for these shenanigans.
US Med, a trusted supplier of diabetes equipment for nearly 30 years, has great news for people living with diabetes and the pain of regular testing. New Medicare and private insurance guidelines have expanded coverage for continuous glucose monitors, even for people not using insulin. The days of repeated, painful finger sticks are over. Now you can wear a continuous glucose monitor, or CGM, and eliminate routine finger sticks. US Med has the newest models of CGM, which are more accurate and convenient than ever. CGMs are shown to lower your A1C, increase your time in range, and reduce the risk of hypoglycemic events. Shipping is free and will even bill your insurer directly. Don't spend one more painful day testing your blood sugar. Call now to get your continuous glucose monitoring system so you can take control of your diabetes and get back to enjoying life.
Call US Med now.
It's put up or shut up time for Marty the Moth, and Shane Hartline. not allowed to take the coward's way out. I love that Johnny LaQuasto are forcing them into action, but the grin of a cat just ate the canary though here.
I gotta tell you, TK, a shocker tonight by Johnny LaQuasto to put this man right here, Shane Hartline, in a tag team match.
Broke the face of Zicky Dice. Who wants to get slapped? Marty, the Moth, CASAUS.
And, you know, Shane does have a professional wrestling background some years ago, but he really only trained, and since becoming the CEO of Nearly Average Wrestling, he has been semi-retired from in-ring competition. Quasto didn't care. He put him right in this tag match tonight.
He doesn't look too happy to be there, doesn't look too confident. This isn't about cutting a promo and awarding a fake wrestling contract. He's gonna have to get in there and do it for real.
He looks scared.
He should be. Outlandish Incorporated here. Great to see Zicky Dice back in action along with Effie. What an electric team this will be.
You know, I've seen Effie many a time on my algorithm, so to speak. The guy's very opinionated, always entertaining. And what a combination of Effie and Zicky Dice here in the ring tonight. This is one I've been looking forward to since LaQuasto made that announcement about an hour ago.
Pink and black and about to be on the attack. Zicky and Effie ready for action. After that slap fight, didn't happen because of the cowardice, quite frankly, or I guess the conditions weren't right. They didn't have only green M&Ms. It's too cold in Thunder Studios. That is certainly not the case.
Yeah, that's a lie.
It is warm in here, and the action's even hotter. And I love what matchmaker Johnny LaQuasto did, forcing the issue here, because we all want to see Zicky get his opportunity at revenge. But it's the kind of the careful what you wish for. Again, Martin CASAUS broke 4 bones in his face.
Wait a minute.
Oh, man.
And CASAUS tagged in Shane Hartline, and now a tag off.
Well, no honor amongst thieves. Well, didn't have a slap fight earlier, but we did have a tag off, as you put it, and it looks as if Hartline's gonna have to face his fate. And in that original slap fight that happened out there in the desert of Dubai, you know, Zicky did some damage as well. Effie checks in. You got Hartline and Effie gonna start this thing, and doing everything he can to get out of there.
This is an interesting strategy by the Moth CASAUS to put Shane Hartline in.
Effie using his assets here. And Hartline getting a view. Tag is made to CASAUS, who reluctantly will make his way into competition here.
Look at the look on the face of Martin CASAUS.
And that's what it's all about. CASAUS steps in there, but you got to believe Effie getting taken apart here. You got to think Zicky wants in there so badly to get his hands on this guy. And Effie just getting choked out here, quite frankly, by CASAUS. And look at this little weasel. We had a pipsqueak earlier in Castle. You got ferret-like creature here in Hartline.
Ferret-like creature.
Yeah, you know, weasel's already been taken, you know what I mean? Some sort of, you know. Rodent, yes. And CASAUS is a real powerhouse, though. And again, he did break 4 bones in the face of Zicky Dice. So he can do damage. Here's the cover. Would love to get the win here and not even give Zicky, you know, the ability to be a factor in this match, not even see in-ring action.
You may know Martin CASAUS from Power Slap. I know him from some 16 years ago on a little show called Tough Enough, where he was certainly one of the most entertaining competitors on that program.
Yeah, he wasn't tough enough earlier in the event, was he? Was wincing, would not go toe-to-toe with Zicky Dice, and hasn't yet in this tag team matchup either.
He's about as tough as Donny Osmond.
But CASAUS, you can see the power here. He's had some victories right here in this building. It's part of that Zicky Go Bye-Bye tour. The atomic drop by Effie, and the tag is made. Here comes the outlandish one. Zicky's back.
And Zicky wants to get his hands on Martin CASAUS. Both men legal now. Zicky going right after him.
Zicky, a decorated athlete in the United Wrestling Network, former television champion a couple times over. Oh, yeah. Zicky go bye-bye? I don't think so. Might be Heartline. It's packing his bags.
Wait a minute.
Oh, yeah. Scolding him here, grabbing the ear. And sticking him with the jab. Look at this, going down with a single jab is Heartline. Scoop and a slam by the outlandish one.
Peppering him with right hands and following up with that body slam. And Shane Heartline, who hasn't competed in about a decade inside the squared circle, luckily his partner coming to his aid.
And now a double team here. Uh-oh, looking for a slap of his own is Heartline, but here comes Effie for the save.
Wait a minute.
Plants one on him. Plants one on him. Oh my, look out here, little schoolboy. Here's the cover. Oh yeah, they get it done.
Here are your winners, the team of Zicky Dice and Effie.
Outlandish Incorporated, and it was Outlandish there. Effie using the mind games. Plants one on Heartline. Zicky with the roll-up, and this one's got to feel good for the returning Zicky Dice.
And after Effie going viral many a time on social media, you can pick your platform tonight. It's the platform of the United Wrestling Network and Thunder Studios. That kiss is going to go viral tonight.
There we go. Hey, you're one of the best color analysts in the business. I'm going to sit back and let you take us through the replay.
Let's take a look. First, the celebrity enters the ring with Martin CASAUS. Then we had a tag off. And then it was a little two cheeks to the cheeks. Martin CASAUS using his typical tactics. And it was Effie showing that he's not only a viral sensation, but a hell of a wrestler with that atomic drop. And once it was between Zicky and Martin, it was a little revenge for Zicky. Pepper and Shane with those right hands, we saw that. Zicky looks like he has not lost a step in his time off. A scoop and a slam and a kiss.
Oh,
and
the low blow.
And we missed the low
didn't
blow.
See that. We were just fascinated.
That kiss had all my attention. Chris Massey saying a 3, and that was it. Effie and Zicky. Outlandish Incorporated with the win, as these two now arguing, and probably will continue their argument back to Tijuana where they reside.
This doesn't feel right.